Take a photo right now. Front-facing, no filter, just the raw face. Most men cannot stand that photo, and they blame the camera, the lighting, the angle. It is none of those things. It is body fat sitting on top of the face, softening the jaw, rounding the cheeks, hiding the structure that is already there. This video is about getting that structure back. The face underneath. Here is what nobody talks about. Two men can have the exact same bone structure, same jaw, same cheekbones, same everything, and look completely different based on one variable alone: body fat. One is lean, sharp, defined, striking. The other is carrying extra weight, soft, round, undefined. Same genetics, completely different face. Men who get genuinely lean for the first time consistently say the same thing. They did not know that face existed. A jawline they had never seen. Cheekbones that were buried for years. Definition that no haircut or skincare routine could have created, because it was hidden under fat the entire time. The face most men are walking around with right now is not their real face. It is the covered version, and until the cover comes off, nothing else in the glow-up hits the way it should. What the numbers actually mean. Body fat percentage is not just a fitness metric, it is a face metric. At 20%, where most untrained men sit without realizing it, the face is soft. The jaw is not visible. The neck blends into the chin with no definition. Most men at this stage assume this is just what their face looks like. It is not. At 18%, a small but noticeable shift begins. The face starts to slim. The jaw becomes slightly more visible. The direction is becoming clear. At 15%, the change becomes significant. Cheekbones start to emerge. The jaw sharpens. The face looks defined rather than round. This is the point where other people start noticing something is different, even if they cannot say exactly what. At 12%, the transformation is striking. The full facial structure is visible. The jawline is sharp. The cheekbones are defined. The neck is lean. This is the face that has been there the entire time. The biggest visual improvement in the face happens between 20 and 12%. That is the zone. Everything in this video is about getting there. Why the gym is not enough. Most men in the gym right now are building something real, and nobody can see it. Not them, not anyone else. Because training builds muscle. Diet strips fat. These are two completely different jobs, and the gym only handles one of them. A man can train 6 days a week, hit every muscle group, be consistent for a year, and still have zero visible change in how his face looks if the diet is not addressed. The muscle is there. It is just buried. And buried work does not change how the world sees a face. This is the trap. Men feel like they are doing everything because they are going to the gym. But the other half of the equation, the half that actually reveals the face, has not started. Fat loss does not happen in the gym. It happens in the kitchen. The only mechanism that strips fat. A caloric deficit, consuming less energy than the body burns in a day. That is it. That is the entire mechanism. Meal timing, specific foods, supplements. All of it is secondary. The deficit is the rule. Everything else sits on top of it. Find the maintenance calories first. This is the number of calories the body burns per day at current activity level. Free calculators online estimate this based on height, weight, age, and activity. Find that number. Subtract 300 to 500 calories. That is the starting deficit. Keep it moderate. Men who cut too aggressively lose muscle alongside fat and end up looking soft and flat rather than lean and defined. 300 to 500 calories under maintenance produces roughly half a kilogram of fat loss per week. Slow, but the muscle stays. And the muscle is what makes the result look sharp when the fat finally comes off. Protein protects the muscle during the cut. 1 gram per pound of body weight per day, consistently. Drop below this and the physique suffers regardless of how clean the training is. Track the calories, at least for the first month. Most men massively underestimate how much they eat. 2 weeks of honest tracking builds an awareness that changes food decisions permanently, even after the tracking stops. How to lose fat without wrecking the face. This is the part that competitor videos skip, and it matters. Crash dieting strips fat too fast, and when fat comes off too fast without enough protein and resistance training, the face does not tighten, it sags. The jaw appears, but the skin around it looks loose and gaunt rather than sharp and defined. This is the wrong version of lean. The right version requires three things working together: a moderate deficit, not aggressive, high protein, to preserve the muscle tissue in the face and body, and resistance training, to maintain the structural definition that makes leanness look good. Men who lose fat the slow way, 3 to 6 months of consistent deficit, come out looking sharp. Men who crash diet to get there fast come out looking tired, hollow, and older than they did before. The timeline is longer, the result is completely different. Slow is the right speed, every time. Cardio and why it belongs here. Cardio does not burn enough calories to matter significantly on its own. Running for 40 minutes burns less than most fast food meals. That is not why it belongs in this system. Cardio reduces cortisol, the stress hormone that drives fat storage, especially around the face and midsection. It improves insulin sensitivity, making the body more efficient at using food for fuel rather than storing it. It improves circulation, which directly affects skin quality, energy, and recovery speed. And it compounds the effect of the deficit over time in ways that diet alone cannot replicate. 3 to 4 sessions per week. Walking counts, cycling counts, zone 2 running counts. The intensity does not need to be extreme. The consistency is what produces the result. A man running moderate cardio 4 times a week for 6 months has a fundamentally different body composition than one who does none, even if everything else is identical. Add it. Keep it. The mistake that ends most attempts. It is not a diet mistake. It is not a training mistake. It is impatience. The facial changes that happen between 15 and 12%, the sharp jaw, the defined cheekbones, the lean neck, do not happen in 2 weeks. They happen over months of consistent work. Men who expect dramatic changes in the first month quit in the first month, right before the compound effect kicks in. The first month is the hardest. The scale moves slowly. The mirror barely changes. This is normal, and it is the phase most men misread as the approach failing when it is actually working exactly as it should. Push through month 1. Month 2 is noticeably easier. Month 3 is when the face starts visibly changing in ways that other people comment on. Month 4 and 5 are when it becomes undeniable. The men who get there are not the ones with the best genetics or the most willpower. They are the ones who understood what to expect and kept going anyway. Body fat is the foundation. Everything else in this series, the skincare, the haircut, the clothes, sits on top of what the face actually looks like underneath. Start the deficit, hit the protein, add the cardio, stay consistent for 90 days. The face that comes out the other side has been there the whole time. Subscribe, and do not miss what comes next.